All right, welcome back, everyone. We've got ourselves a fresh series for you between two players that need no introduction, but we're going to give them one anyways because that's how we do. Spawning down on the bottom right for Dragon Kaisi Gaming, it is Dark. One of the greatest to ever touch the game, but never in the GOAT discussion. And his opponent spawning up at the top left for Dragon Kaisi Gaming as well. His teammate, it is a common man, Oliveira, the reigning world champion. Absolutely Cinderella run. More so than anyone has ever had in StarCraft 2, I think. I don't think anyone's ever had a run like Oliveira's. And I don't think anyone ever will again. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Now, let's talk about why Dark might not be in the GOAT discussion. His record in the grand finals of tournaments. But specifically his record, I believe it was in Game 7s of grand finals. I want to say, somebody made a Reddit thread. I want to say it was 1-8 in Game 7s of grand finals, which is truly ridiculous. Is that right? I think that's right. The man is absolutely so good, but if you can't get it done, I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Oliveira showed brilliance, tenacity, fantastic micro, magnificent multitasking. Really, it was the tenacity and the refusal to give in that got Oliveira that world championship, and he earned it so hard. Really cool to see. Clean micro so far from both players. Look at those lings popping right out the eggs. Right on top of the Reaper. Good job. Grenade was used initially. We actually see the double inject. Double inject? Yeah, double inject from Dark here. So it doesn't even bother dropping the early creep team. We're showing a lot of respect to his teammate here. Saying, yeah, I don't think I can prevent the creep tumor snipe with the HP that you've got. And that means, well, that's not the equivalent of sniping the creep tumor, because of course he got the inject, and that's yeah, very, very different. Very different, drastically different. But it is nice to prevent that. Nice to prevent that early creep from starting on up. But once the second queen pops out from the natural, of course, with two queens, you really can't contest this. Looks like Dark waiting on an overlord here. Goes for these, extractor trick. Little bit supply blocked here. Ooh, do you see a roach horn coming on in? Dark does love going for early roaches in this matchup. And in fact, he skipped ling speed. And this is why so many players go 3cc Hellion Banshee, is because of stuff like this, because you kind of have to. If you don't, you're kind of leaving things to chance a little bit. You can, of course, scout, but we saw right there, Dark was excellent at preventing the scout with the queen positioning. Yeah, just didn't let his opponent get any information. Now, Dark, he is a kind of player, he is the kind of player that will get roaches, put on some pressure, and not really care if it doesn't get anything done. Obviously, he would love for it to get some work done. But if he sees the Banshees, it's like, okay, cool. He just pulls back, chills, and he's already droning. This is only a 9 roach pressure. Now, if it was something like a quick Liberator play or no Banshees in general, hey, you might be able to find some damage with this. Ooh, and as it stands, actually, Banshee does get spotted, but Dark, as a result, is going to sneak the roaches down the bottom side. This is very sneaky, very cheeky. Hellions. Ooh, what's... Oh, does he find it?
Go, go, go!
No, he doesn't. Misses it by an inch. Oh, that's very good for Dark, because now the Hellions are moving forward. Banshee is being kept at home. but it's only one Banshee. And if these roaches just beeline through, this could get very dangerous. Second Banshee does pop out, but it wants to move across the map. Now, fortunately, he waited until that second Banshee. Oh, okay, Banshees do come home. Hellions, if they'd gone for a dive, they might have been able to get something done. We do see more roaches coming on in. This is going to be a lot of SCV damage. Maybe? Actually, no, not really. Depots get lifted. SCVs were transferred very quickly. Hellions will get in on top of these roaches. It's only going to be 5 dead SCVs. Hoping he saved the reactor. That would be so nice. Yes, he will. Brilliant repair. Saving that reactor is actually such a nice little play. And that's only 5 SCVs and 3 Marines in a depot for 8 roaches. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. A+. Screw it. I'm breaking the rules. A++ for that, for Oliveira. That was excellent. Oh, nope. Little supply block. Oh, damn it. I got to take away one of those pluses. Still A+. I don't care. Excellent defense. Pulls the SCVs quickly. Crisis management was good. The fact that he kept the Banshees at home was nice. And I love that there's a fast 3rd CC behind this. Dark, he knows that he has to respect Oliveira's position a little bit and the potential for a counterattack. So Oliveira also knows that Dark must respect this. So he's just going to chill a little bit and is going to focus on getting a great economy, powering up super hard. I like this very much. He can still put pressure on with the first medevacs, get some work done. And speaking of which, he's actually finds a little bit of damage with the Banshees. Yeah, I like this. I like this very much. A couple of infestors being added on. Ooh, nice job from Oliveira. Finds a little pocket out of range of the spores. Gets another drone. Hellions, in the middle, will get pushed back by the roaches. The roaches do have speed. And Dark is going into 1-1. Oh, and there's the Hydra Den. There's the Hive. So yeah, it's the 2 infestors as a stopgap, which is also just great in general against mid-game pushes. Because, 2 fungal growths on a big clump of Marines, and even with medevac support, you're going to kill like 90% of the Marines. Like if there's 16 Marines, you'll kill 13 to 14 of them. That's not 90%, but it's close enough. Behind this, 3 more barracks, 2nd factory. Armory. Oh, please. Okay, he did not forget the armory. He's already got it. Oh, he's already got +1 vehicle weapons. Yeah, this is Gresvon. This is a map where defensive play, especially as Terran, is king. And Oliveira has really been cutting Marines in order to make this, in order to tech up and get the infrastructure up and running. Oh, please tell me Oliveira didn't put them. Okay. Ooh, he does need to forget or remember that +2 armor. There we go. Great stuff from Ollie. And a super fast 5th command center as well. Before the planetary was even finished, we're already on 85 SCVs for the Terran. At this point, just get up into a Ghost Academy. Oh, literally, as I say it. Love to see it. It's going to be 2-2 on the missile. Not going to be transitioning into the +1 melee and the +2 carapace, which is something we've seen a lot of recently. We do have the Ling speed. Oh, Oliveira getting a little bit of the creep, but he doesn't get this final tumor on the top side. He's just focusing on keeping the creep pinned back. And honestly, Dark's creep threat is not looking amazing. I'm really loving the way Oliveira is playing this one out. We do see adaptive talons coming in first. Dark's not going to try and hit some kind of aggressive timing, is he? I don't think so, but like that's kind of the only reason you would go for this. A lot of spores coming up in the main base. Oh, I was going to say that one drone really trying to get past all these lings. Yeah, that's 4 spores in the main base. 90 SCVs for Oliveira. And a really fast 9th and 10th gases. Man, this is a roaring economy for the Terran. Roaring economy. I wonder if we're going to see him even get aggressive before he throws down a bunch of command centers, or if he'll just go for that. He did forget combat shields for a while, but honestly, he wasn't really being aggressive in a meaningful way, so he didn't need it until just now. Now, Dark is maxed out and is going to try and push the issue. Scan comes down instantly from Oliveira. And this is not the kind of army you want to attack into as Dark. No way, no how. Ghosts are already out in numbers. Nice abduct. Ooh, great double abduct. Oh my goodness, he gets another one. Grabs 2 ghosts in a tank. Okay, that was some great spellcaster control from Dark. Oliveira EMP'd the 1 Viper a little bit too late and then ran a little bit too far forward with the 2 ghosts. Third Evo, by the way, for Dark. I mean, Oliveira's setup is fantastic, but if Dark just out-controls him, it almost doesn't matter, you know? And that's kind of what happens in this initial engagement. Dark able to get some very nice abducts right there. Ooh. Queens are going to get in on top of these 2 Banshees. Will clean them up. Good job here from Dark. Dark doesn't have the best creep spread right now, but, I mean, if he takes trades like that on a consistent basis, it's almost not going to matter. This is some really strong positioning here from Oliveira. If you lock down this location, you can, like, really take command of Grespon. Scan comes up at the main base. Doesn't spot too much. Sees a Viper in there. I'm not actually sure what he was scanning for, really. We do have that late game Blue Flame upgrade coming on in from Oliveira. I say late game, but this has been a lot of setup. A lot of setup from Ollie. We got Pathogen Glands. Oh, did he see the double Spire? Maybe, I think that's what Oliveira is actually trying to find, is that Spire. Yeah, he's looking for the double Spire, and he just missed it. So he wants to see if there is that late game transition so that he can get some Thors ready to go if he needs to be able to deal with those Broodlords. Because even with that being a good trade, this is still a position that I'm quite favoring for, well, not favoring, but I like Oliveira's position, especially with the relative lack of creep spread. Like, there's obviously a lot, but it's not encroaching on Oliveira's territory yet. And Oliveira, with this position, oh my goodness, he's getting a planetary here. This is actually, he's really recognized that this is a really important choke point for the Terran to control. Man, look at this. He's just getting so much production. Second starport, as well as going up to 5 factories. It's going to give him so much flexibility. Dark, at the moment, has traded cost efficiently, but they haven't really fought much. They have not really fought much here. Oh, okay. Dark's starting to kill off his own roaches in order to get ready for the Broodlord transition. And that is something we almost never see from Dark, so Oliveira might not anticipate it. 3-3 about to complete here for Dark for the missile, for the ground. +2 melee on the way as well. With Oliveira not spotting this Broodlord transition, it might just hit like a truck. Ghosts can still deal with this very well, and we do have a couple of Vikings. And we also have Nuke. Oh, Nuke. Nuke. Nuke Dukem. Oh, he cancels it after he pushes the army back. The thing is, there's not a lot that, like, forces Dark to stay away. There's only 1 tank right here. But Dark doesn't see much, is the big problem. And this army has been forced back. This will be a dead base. Still good for Oliveira. I still like it. But the Broodlords, they are coming out. It is going to be 8 Broods. Broodlords, of course, do have the speed increase. And that, yes, this is Liberators coming in from Oliveira instead of Thors. Ooh, nice Changelings right there. Scan comes down, does see the Broodlords. Do you cancel the Liberators right now? We've got Smart Service. There's the first Thor. He doesn't cancel these. Oh, Fungal Growth catches a couple Marines, but it's just small units so far. Ghosts will cloak on up. Oliveira needs to get out of here. Oh, he's going to lose how many tanks? Does lose the second tank. Scan comes in, snipes on the Broodlords. He sees them a little bit exposed, able to get 1 or 2, and a couple of them getting very low on HP. I think he took down some Vipers there as well. Yeah, 2 Vipers going down. And he gets 3 of the 8 Broodlords. And this scary timing that I was talking about didn't end up being that scary after all. Thors are about to be out in decent numbers. And with +3 weapons, they are going to truck those Broodlords. Now, Neural Parasite is available. So the Infestors get close the distance. things can turn very quickly. There's only 3 infestors, though. Broodlord's being used as a soft siege unit here. Well, and they are pretty soft. One of them does go down. Does get a couple of SCVs in a tank. But Oliveira is starting to get some good work done. Starting to trade more efficiently. Snipes finding another Broodlord. He's playing so carefully with these units. Really magnificent from Oliveira. And I love the constant scans. He is not letting Dark pull any fast ones on him. This is such smart play. You don't need super mules. You need to know what is coming. Nuke gonna just drop. I think he just wants to clear the creep realistically. If this is a creep clearing nuke, it's a smart one. Bunch of creep does go down, but Dark gonna rotate during all this. There is a lot of tanks here, but not a lot behind that. Liberator will get taken down as well. Good corrosive biles. So Dark with a great rotation, but it's not free. Ooh, Baneling's going to try and roll on forward. Will try and connect with the Ghosts, but the Ghosts are able to split away. Only, I think, one of them going down. A couple of SCVs fall, but this is totally fine for Oliveira. I wouldn't mind if he rebuilds the SCV count a little bit, but I'm loving the way that Oliveira has played this map on Grespon here. Ooh. Snipe on the Overseer, not able to save himself. Of course, it does get interrupted by the damage, the snipe that is. Broodlords. Oh, we're actually seeing the Spores pushing the Liberators away. One of them does go down. Liberators, are they going to... Where are they going? Oh, he sieges on the top left, but he forgets to shift click. Snipes, though, will clear out these last couple of Broods. 12 SCVs do end up going down. Was that Fungal? I think it must have been. Oh, Neuroparasite. Oh, no, he's just fungling. I mean, it's... Oh, wow. Wow, he gets 3 Thors. Quick and dirty as you please. That was a very nice pickoff for Dark. Still, now the resources lost is starting to favor Oliveira more and more. Those Broodlords ain't cheap. A lot of the ground units have gone down. Not many Infestors or Vipers, 2 of each. But I do like that we're seeing more Infestors being added on here by Dark. No +3 melee yet. And no +3 flyer attack either. Dark does have a huge gas bank, but everything else is pretty much even in terms of banks. Scan comes down from Oliveira. He's checking to see, okay, what's the situation on these bases? You haven't taken gases here. Good to know. You've only mined a little bit of minerals there. Good to know as well. I would like Dark to maybe focus a little bit more on those bases. Ooh, Oliveira is pushing forward, but Dark's going to try and pull the trigger on the front line of this army. A lot of siege tanks will go down, and the Liberators will kind of get... Actually, no, they don't go down. They were a little bit exposed, but Oliveira kind of wins that fight. Actually, not kind of. He won that fight pretty big, even though he lost a few of those tanks in the front line. Ooh, got to be careful against the Infestors, but those 2 pull back. Liberators are sieging up so aggressively. Parasitic Bomb will come on in. It does hit 2 of them. Oh, but a nice spread right there from Oliveira. And he's just going to let this one die. With all this creep getting pushed back, and with this base already being zoned out, I'm really liking this more and more for Oliveira. Dark's mineral bank is completely gone. And Oliveira's got a big, healthy bank for both minerals and gas. This is looking so good from Oliveira. Such a technical game from him. And another nuke coming on down. Dark will reveal it.
Nuclear launch detected.
Oh, 2 nukes. Ooh, this one on the top side could be big. Oh, he cancels it to save the Ghost. Very smart. This nuke on the top side. It is going to go off, but it hits a couple of creep tumors and a couple of larvae. The actual bigger value was the banelings that were used to kill that. Ooh, burrowed infester. Of course, you can neural while burrowed. If the Ghosts come through and get neural parasited, we could see a huge friendly fire EMP. +3 flyer attacks is on the way. No flyer carapace just yet. But we do have that +3 melee finally coming on in. +1 vehicle armor completed a while ago for Oliveira. But I think he delayed his +2 vehicle armor. No second armory just yet. Oh, there's the +3 flyer carapace for Dark. So he will be getting all 15 of his upgrades if this game continues. But Oliveira is really pushing forward. Dark is in some trouble. Dark is in some big trouble in this game. It's not over. Not by any stretch. But I'm looking at the number of bases Dark's going to be able to mine from unless something changes. And, well, he's pretty much got all the bases he can. Unless he wins a big fight and can secure these 2 contested bases. Another nuke coming in on the top side. Oh, that's a lot of Ling Bane on the bottom. Scan comes in from Oliveira. He sees this. And he is going to rotate through. Oh, the ambush. Dark? Dark the neural? No, he's focused on the bottom side. He will get the base and he gets a few SCVs, but that was a golden opportunity. And he doesn't manage to get it. Oh, that had to be what you were going for. Ah, that could have been such a pimp play. That could have been like when TY baited Maru's battle cruisers to cross the middle of the map. Now we see the Infestor coming forward, but I feel like it's too late. That was his opportunity to get all those ghosts, and he doesn't have it now. It's kind of gone. Window closed. But he did take out a base. Wasn't cheap, but he did get it. Ooh. Missile turret getting canceled at like 99%. If that Infestor sneaks forward, that could be big problems. We do see another nuke getting called down on the top side, but this should get taken down no problem. Yeah, he'll get that easy peasy. Oh, that missile turret's still not fully rebuilt yet. Oliveira, though, getting more and more command centers. He's already on how many orbitals? I can't... Where is it? 9 orbitals. And he's getting 2 more command centers. Well, 4 more technically, but 2 more that are almost definitely going to be orbitals. He's scanned so much in this game. Truly brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. About to see that +3 flyer carapace finish on up. It always makes me... It's just a little satisfying when this sets up. Man, look at his tank line from Oliveira here. Another nuke. Gonna come on down. Will drop and take out some of this creep. Spore Crawler getting bruised up, but not gonna go down, of course. God, this missile turret, it is gonna bother me so much. Finally gonna get the last bolt screwed on in. Ooh, Liberator. A couple of them do get taken down here. Oliveira is controlling the middle of the map. Another Broodlord switch coming in from Dark. Ooh, nuke. It's going to get denied once again. Dark's done a good job of preventing these nukes from getting out of hand. We are 23.5 minutes through here on Gressvon. And Oliveira is looking so calm and poised. I do like the addition of these late-game Hellbats. They're so good against the Broodlords as well as the Lings. Especially once they've got their blue flame. They just kill light units so effectively. Oh, the fungal growth comes on in. It's huge. So many ghosts going down. And now the Broodlord count, it is big. Oh, it is very big. And we're seeing Thors being added back on mass, as well as more Liberators. That was a lot of ghosts that just went down. 17 ghosts have gone down in this game. He only EMP'd 1 Infestor for it. Oh, keeping those ghosts clumped is such a dangerous proposition. What's the ghost count at now? 10. Still 10 ghosts. But this is Dark's opportunity, I think. Before the Thor count gets out of hand, Dark playing so patiently during this whole ordeal. This whole game. Oh, fungal growth hitting on some mostly Hellbats. Finds a couple of Thors, but doesn't get too much. The base does fall. Oh, fungal growth on the Medivacs. Drop the Thor, drop the Thor, drop the Thor. Dies with the Thor inside. And we're actually seeing a lot of stuff going down. Great spellcaster usage here. Good fungal growths. Oliveira, a little bit of a stumbling retreat here. I don't necessarily... Yeah, no, maybe he does need to hold this base. Resources lost, it just got a lot closer. Income advantage has been in favor of Dark for the last little bit. Oliveira has not been dropping mules, so it's been all up to the SCVs, and he hasn't had the most SCVs, only about 50. Broodlord's going to get... I think they might just take down the Planetary. Fungal growths are coming on in. Vipers... nowhere to be found. They're very far in the back here. Doesn't really need them, though. It's the Fungals that are getting the job done. And the base did, in fact, fall. Only 4 SCVs going down. But that was Dark exploiting the one mistake, the one big mistake that Oliveira made. Really punishing it hard, getting all those ghosts and just pouncing. 7 Thors are on the field. They do have their 3-3. Oh, Spores in the middle of the map. Going to take down 1 and 2 Liberators. The Infestors, by the way, were just out of range. A lot of Banelings being used right there. The Infestors were just out of range of the Liberators. Liberators barely not able to get the job done. I do love the SCVs for repair right here. On auto repair with this army. Oh, Snipes will find a couple of Broods. Banelings blowing up that one ghost. Technically cost efficient there for Ollie. But Dark is... I mean, Dark is only 2,000 resources. Not even 2,000 resources behind. What is that? 1,600 resources behind. This is a great game from Dark. From a really uncomfortable position. And against a player who's playing a magnificent late game. Ooh, we are going to see the Liberators moving on forward. Parasitic Bomb, Fungal Growth combo on Liberators looking very good. He will get a lot of damage done. If he can get one more Parasitic Bomb, I think he'd clean a lot of them up, but they're just barely going to survive. The SCVs will be able to repair. And with the Thors now showing up this base... Oh, well, this base goes down. But this position will be holdable for Oliveira. Fungal. Oh, yeah, it's worth it to kill the Liberator. Oh, but he does lose the Infestor. Oliveira's bank is pretty much gone. And Dark, his bank was the one that was worse before. Now it is the Great Bank. Now he's the one with the very well-balanced bank. Oh, this hole in the wall from earlier where the command center was placed. Well, it doesn't end up mattering because all the lings go down. But that's a small point of vulnerability. Man, these SCVs are actually so value. They're repairing up everything. Hang on, drones? Is Dark killing his own drones? He's pretty much mined out of his bases. The big benefit of Oliveira not having mules too much. Oh my god, he's got so many resources here. This is a base he hasn't really used. Still got some resources here. Even 762 gas. This, I didn't realize Oliveira has so many resources he can still mine from on his side of the map. Huge fight breaking out here. We are going to see Fungal Rose coming on in on the Thors and everything. Liberators pushing forward to try and zone out the Infestors. Thors are getting some... Ooh, they're having a little bit of trouble against the Broodlings. All the Hellbats have been taken down. Oh, we see an attack on a creep tumor to drop down those Broodlings, but they expire so quickly now. Oh, we got a nuke coming on in, but the Neural Parasites grab 2 of the Thors very quickly. Nuke does get canceled. 2 of the Thors go down as a result of the Neurals. Thors still standing strong. Oliveira spending all of his bank. Dark still has some money in the bank left over. Income is so low for both players right now. Oliveira needs to take these gases right the hell now. He's got no other gases to mine from except this one, which he needs to retake. Lots more Corruptors coming on in. I think Dark's going all in on the Broods. This base on the bottom right, yeah, Oliveira is correct to go after it because he cannot let Dark mine from it. Oh, Ollie, you gotta lift. Okay, there we go. Whew. Finally, Oliveira taking these gases. Now, the thing is, 9 orbitals. That is a lot of orbital commands. That is so many potential mules. SCVs on top of this base. Resources lost is still pretty even, but it is favoring Oliveira. And if he can mine this base, if he can get this base set up and mining, it will be extremely good for him. 23 Broodlords, by the way. Scans see everything. So many Broods. Did he split them up, by the way? Well, we've also got 6 Vipers. How many Liberators do we have? Oh, there's like none. He's actually stopped building Liberators. This is almost basically a mech army at this point. Thor, Siege Tank, Ghost. There's only 4 Liberators on the field right now. We've got another couple Ghosts coming on in. I think at this point, nukes are not the answer. Oh, SCVs on the bottom side are going to go down. And this base that Oliveira so desperately needs is not going to be able to get up and running. Now, Dark does lose a few units for this. Wow, he loses a lot of units for it, but kills 16 SCVs. We're now past the 100k resources lost mark. That was the main command center that lifted over to this this one base, by the way. Oliveira, at this point, I think he just focused on taking this base. Dark is maxed out, so he cannot transition. He's got no corruptors. He's got no corruptors, and Oliveira realizes it. And that's why he's going into Vikings right now. Now, it is only +1 air weapons. That is a big vulnerability here. The Carapace is going to be big. Vikings do shoot twice. So they're not going to be as effective as we'd like to see. There we go. This is what you want to be doing to deny this base. Man, the scans from Oliveira have been constant and relentless. There we go. There's the +2 ship weapons. And I love that Oliveira prioritizes the gas mining more so than anything. But I'd love to see him drop the Mule Hammer because he can't guarantee that he'll have possession of this base forever. I also love just using the Hellions to just run around. There's not much that deals with them. There's nothing that deals with them on the ground. It's just the Lings and Banes. Oh, okay. Oliveira sees the rotation from Dark, and he's going to counter-rotate. And I like this very much because he's got the base on the top side. Ooh, big smart servos more. Look at the Lings and Banes. They did so little there. And the Hellbats will mostly survive. This is going to be a lot of gas mining denied here. Almost 1,000 gas mining denied. There's still 1,000 gas at this bank, or at this base, I should say. Excellent strategic decision-making here from Oliveira. And it might look like the supplies are heavily favoring Dark, but Oliveira is the one who gets to decide what units he wants to add on. He's slowly adding these Vikings. And I like this very much. Good scan on the top side. Going to clear out the last of the creep. That's going to mean that there's no influence for Dark anywhere past basically this gas geyser in the next bit of time. But the fight over these contested bases is, well, it is a hotly contested one. Oh, you see the last couple of SCVs going down. 68 workers have been killed. There's that Mule Hammer being dropped. I do like that now. I do like that now. Oliveira is the one who is out-mining his opponent significantly. Dark's fully mined out of gas on all of his bases as well. Neither player has much going for them. Oliveira switching back to no mule mining on these bottom bases. He knows that Dark almost certainly can't set up here. If Dark gets to these bases, the game's almost certainly over anyway, so he's not worrying about muling them out. I love that. I love that so much from Oliveira. Scan comes down. He's looking for the army. He finds it. He finds it. He finds the Vipers. He finds the Broodlords. This is such smart technical play from Oliveira. Mules do, of course, expire there. How many orbitals we have? Still... Oh, no, he's down to 8 now. Okay, so he did lose one somewhere. Gases are being allowed to mine from this base for Oliveira. And Hellions, they're going to clear out a little bit more creep. The thing is, there's not much to gain on this top side for Oliveira at this point. I mean, if you can take this base and get the 1,000 gas, then yeah, that's a lot. Ooh, Dark is going to be able to clear out this base. And most importantly of all, he's going to deny the gas mining. Killing the planetary is, of course, very nice. But it's the gas mining that's the most important for up here. And I mean, he did just kill 6 of the SCVs. No production from either player at this point. Oh, Vikings coming in for the concave. Big fungal growth, though. Oh, nice fungal growth on the Ghost. Going to prevent these units from getting in. The Liberator's getting some big shots, but the fungal growths are big on the Vikings. Oliveira needs to spread a little bit more. Where are the Vipers? I don't see them. I think they all got EMP'd, but the fungals are big. However, is there enough? We see the burrowed infestors coming on in. Neural parasites, are they going to be enough? We got 2 of the Thors getting grabbed. It is so close, but I think Dark might barely be able to take it. The Broodlord count is quite high, and yes, there is not enough for Oliveira. The fungals were clutch, but the Thors, can they win the day? I don't think so. There's just not enough of them. Those 2 neural parasites barely turned it. Barely were enough. But both players are broke. However, Dark keeps so many of the infestors alive. For now, they're dead supply. But they're going to regenerate energy and be very valuable later on. However, we do have to say... Oh, these Lings. Well, I was about to say, however, we have to say that Oliveira is still mining from this top base, but not going to be easy. However, the Hellions are going to let him start mining from this base again. The burrowed Zergling, Dark paying attention to the minutia. He knows how close this game is. This game is actually not over. Despite everything, it is not over. 7 Broodlords. Ooh, we got more Broodlords morphing on it, and 1 more. Both players going to be able to mine from this bottom side. Or, well, from the 2 contested bases. And it settles in again. The mass orbital, though, will be very good for Oliveira here. We got scans coming in. There's a lot of creep tomb, or pardon me, a lot of spore crawlers. I wonder if it's worth it to rebuild SCVs. I don't think so. Oliveira's got enough to mine the gases, and the mules are going to be good. This is where Oliveira keeping these mineral patches alive could be such a big difference maker. It could be so massive that he didn't mine these mineral patches. Oh my God. Oh, Oliveira does spot this creep. Are we going to see a scan? The fact that Marines have been added back on, as well as medevacs, is so telling for the state of this game. Oh man, the EMP on the Vipers were so good. He prevented the parasitic bombs completely, but the Vikings got fungled so hard during that fight. So hard. Dark now spreading the creep on the bottom side, and is going to be able to secure this game, this base. Well, if he's able to secure this base, actually, that's probably game because of the gas that's here. Both players are so broke on gas. We've got Dark adding on individual Broodlords one at a time. All the Vipers did go down, by the way, which means that Vikings... Wow, there's 15 queens. Oh, man. Adding these queens in the late game is so good for Dark. The queens are actually... Well, the queens could be king. To be a little corny there. Oh, single Marine. Gonna get taken down. There's so many Marines right now. 62. Fungal growths are going to be a nightmare for Oliveira to deal with. Man, not enough Hellions. Oh, he does get that last tumor. That's big. I thought the scan was going to just barely miss it. Broodlord's starting to move forward once again. Sensor tower does spot out where they are.
You want a piece of
Oh, no. You cannot fight this. No. Don't do it, Oliveira. Well, I mean, he knows he needs to go after this base. But I don't see much. Well, he needs to get big fungals. Or not big fungals, big EMPs. He needs to avoid the big fungals. Because the Marines against the Broodlords on their own, 70 Marines against 13 Broodlords, the Broodlords will get wrecked. Absolutely annihilated. But the fungals are going to be the difficult thing to deal with here. EMP, does prevent the follow through. One fungal growth was big. Oh, these... No. Okay, not the worst thing in the world for Oliveira. Scans coming down. Dark. The spores are actually giving a surprising amount of vision, and with no siege tanks, he can't clear those out easily. Base did get denied. Honestly, at this... Oh, the fungal. Oh, EMP. Oh, he tried to EMP the medevacs. Very cute. But he actually missed. Oh, that's a nice fungal on the Marines once again. Medevacs are decent at dealing with this. And creep is being cleared out again. We got to see another scan coming on in. Broodlords are going to be good at this position. There's that one siege tank. Fungal growth on the Marines. How many Thors do we have? Not a whole lot. Oh, the longer this fight goes, the better this will be for Dark, because the Broodlords can just pick away at things. There's no big Thor count to deny that. There's just the 2. Oh, big stim coming on in. Fungal growth on the top side. They're huge. On the bottom side, we are seeing the Marines trying to get something done, but there's nothing to find here of value. The top side army gets wiped out, and Dark takes a 40-minute game on Oliveira. What a magnificent showing from Dark, and he will take the game. And if you enjoyed that game, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will catch you on the flip side.